Welcome back to 23-Minute Reads with me, Mya D. This is kind of like my virtual book club because in these 5 minute or so videos, I share with you my takeaways from my current reading. Right now, that is Dance We Do by Ntozake Shange. As a part of the 23 to 23 challenge, I'm reading 23 minutes every day as an action of self-love, as an investment into myself, and as a way of providing myself with some consistency in an ever-changing world. Hoping that you will join me along in this journey by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and dropping some comments down there in that comment section so that there's an actual dialogue going on. Having in mind that while I have several decades of experience as an educator, performer, and researcher, I'm not the know-all be-all for this book. I'm simply providing a space for dialogue. Well, this week I read pages, gotta look at my notes, 59 through 98, and here are my 3 takeaways. Takeaway number 1 is budgeting. The Diane Harvey quote reads, "You must prepare a budget large enough to cover the expenses of a single live musician or a group of live musicians." In this section of the interview, Diane Harvey speaks about the beauties and the challenges of having live musicians in your class and so forth. I felt like this section summarized my experience as both an artist and an educator, and I truly believe that in order to put the term starving artists to rest, we have to increase our financial literacy and our self-advocacy. Our expertise inspires people to bring us in, right, and ask for work to be done. But we have to be clear and transparent about what we need in order for those experiences to be mutually beneficial. Takeaway number 2 is joy. The quote reads, "I teach classes for individual dance companies, at conferences, and at universities when invited. But my greatest joy is teaching high school students whose mind and bodies are eager." This quote, this joy, is a part of my dance history. In an interview with one of my early dance instructors, Kibibia Jonku, she spoke about being spotted at a high school dance class, being spotted by company members at a high school dance class. That dance class was the Elio Pomara dance class. Pomar talked about the importance of visiting high schools that might not get the attention of other people, of other companies. Elio Pomar leaned into his joy and provided equity and access, and this led to a legacy. Takeaway number 3 is leadership. There were so many beautiful moments about for me, I had so many moments of like, oh my gosh, as I was reading the interview between Ntozake Shange and Camille A. Brown. And one of the things that stood out as a consistent theme was this theme of leadership. And in one of my courses, I learned that leadership, good leadership, or a good leader rather, is the embodiment of a community's beliefs and values, and also an advocate for those beliefs and those values. So I was touched by the way that Camille spoke about leadership as a teacher, how a teacher leads a classroom. And also when she spoke about director David Lalo. The quote reads, "For GCS, which is Jesus Christ Superstar, I was given the agency to be okay with not knowing it all because everyone, thankfully, believed in me." It sounds like this was a great experience in leadership. It sounds like this was an experience that allowed Camille A. Brown to have a certain level of peace, power, and growth. Peace because there was a lack of pressure to be twice as good and only get half of the acknowledgement. The intentional unseeing of people's talents can lead to fatigue of the mind, the body, and spirit, but this can be medicated through good leadership. So I feel happy and optimistic that these types of leaders are there and will continue to show face. Well, that was all 3. Thank you for staying to the end. Hope that you like this video. Hope that you subscribe to the channel. Stay blessed. spread a good word, and I'll see you again next week.